Hello guys, I'm Vinayak from niftynight.com. In this video, I will be telling you why I have stopped using some of the instruments as collateral. So before that, let us see what collateral is all about. So if you have any financial instrument like equity, fixed deposit, mutual funds, ETFs, you can pledge that with the exchange. The exchange will give you margin. Using that margin, you can trade and make a profit or loss in stock market. So it is a method of reutilization of your asset. But nowadays, it has become very common in retailers doing this. So even if people have cash, they buy some of these instruments, pledge it with the exchange, and use the margin for trading purpose. There are a lot of advantages and disadvantages in this method. So I used to do this last year. So the year before that, I used FD as collateral. But now exchanges are not accepting FD from the clients directly, but they are accepting FD from the broker. Okay? Because of the Yes Bank SAR. So last year when Yes Bank had some problem, so the RBI issued a statement telling that the clients of Yes Bank cannot withdraw funds from Yes Bank. Okay, or they even capped the withdrawal of money from Yes Bank. Okay, so the FDs which were in Yes Bank and which were used as collateral, so they were all in soup. So tomorrow if any of the client defaults, the NSE will not be able to take money from Yes Bank FDs. So that is why now they have stopped using taking FD from clients. So the collateral is nothing but you have an asset. You are giving it to the exchange, where you will be giving the power of attorney to the exchange, and the exchange will allow you to trade for that worth of whatever you have given. So obviously there is haircut and all other stuff. So it's like taking loan on your gold. So for example, if you have 1 lakh rupee worth gold, you can go to the gold finance company, give them that, and they will give you money. But they will not give you 100% of the money. They will give you 60%, 70%, depending on company to company. Similarly, if you have shares or mutual funds or bank FD, ETFs, then you can pledge that with the exchange. The exchange will give you margin in return, where you can trade in FNO market. Obviously, the exchange will not give you 100% of the asset, but only for bank FDR, they'll give you 100%, which means if you have given 25 lakh of FDR to the exchange, they'll allow you to trade for 25 lakh. Whereas if you give mutual fund or equity, there is something called a haircut. So that haircut can vary from mutual fund to the equity, and these mutual funds and equity is not considered as a cash component. Okay, so when you are giving a non-cash component to the exchange, they will take only 50% as the margin value. The rest 50% should come in the form of cash. This rule is there in the exchange, which I will show you in some time. So there are a lot of brokers who tell that you can give stocks, mutual fund as collateral and they'll give you 100% margin. Here the broker will be funding you. Okay. So tomorrow if the broker defaults or if the broker does not fund, then there will be a delayed payment charge which you have to bear. So be careful if the broker is telling you that they will give you 100% margin on equity, 100% margin on mutual funds. So be careful when you are using such brokers. But as per exchange, as I told you, there should be 50% in the form of cash component. Okay. So when I say cash component, it can be in the form of cash, it can be in the form of FDR, it can be in the form of bank guarantee, or it can be in the form of some of the ETFs like Liquid Bees and others. So now this using collateral for trading purpose is become very common among retailers, and I have seen a lot of people, in fact even I have recommended to a lot of my clients to invest their cash in some instrument like Bharat bond or Liquid Bees or bank FD before. So we were not actually using cash for trading purpose. But now, after doing a lot of research, I am not using any of the other instruments for collateral purpose. So I will be using only bank FD. So I am in talks with my broker to do that, which will happen eventually. Okay. I will tell you the reason why I am not doing that. So let me share my screen. Okay, so this is an Excel which I have created. So now let us assume that you have a capital of 10 lakh rupees. So you want to invest it in some instrument like Bharat bond or mutual funds or whatever. I am considering the best case scenario, and I assume that the broker has allowed you to trade with 100% of the margin. Okay, because as I told you, the mutual funds and ETFs will have 50% margin, where the other 50% should be brought in the form of cash component. Assuming that the broker has funded you and you can use the entire margin after the haircut. So let's say you have invested in Bharat bond, where the haircut is approximately 10%, which is again the best case what I am considering. So after haircut, the capital what you will get for trading is 9 lakh. So let's say your Bharat bond or whatever mutual fund or ETF what you have invested will give you a return of 7% per annum. Again, I'm considering this as the best case, because if you see Liquid Bees and other ETFs, they have not given more than 3 to 4% in last few years. Okay, so I'm just taking that you have invested in Bharat bond where you are getting 7% interest. So on 10 lakh, 7% turns out to be 70%, which is the return on ETF on your investment. Okay, so this is going to be the profit what you make from your investment. Now you have 9 lakh capital for trading purpose. So now let's assume that you make 5% return every month. Okay, consistently. Again, I'm taking the best case scenario, so I'm not considering the taxation and other things in this discussion. So let's say you make 5% on first month, you will be having 9,45,000 after profit. So 9 lakh 5%, which is 45,000, 9 lakh 45%, 9 lakh 45,000. Okay. So you make 5% every time on your capital. So you can see that you make 5% of your previous month, 5% of your previous month's return. Okay. So compoundingly at the end of the year, your 9 lakh and your capital would have become 16 lakh 86,000. Okay. After your return on your investment as well. So by making 5% at the end of 1 year, you will be having 16 lakh 16,000, and you have made another 70,000 return on your investment. So you will be having this plus this, which is 16 lakh 86,000. Now let's take another case where you have not invested, you have just used your cash component for trading. Okay, I am not even considering FD. You have just given the cash to the broker and you are trading. Okay, so here your capital will be 10 lakh. So let's say you made the same 5% every month. So you can see that by the end of the year, you will be having 17 lakh 95,000. Okay, where the difference is 1 lakh 9,000. Again, here I am not taking the taxation and other things into picture. I am just taking the gross value. Okay, so here you will be actually making a profit of 1 lakh extra. So now why do you want to go for this kind of collateral where there is a haircut? Fine, now you may say 5% is too much. Let's see what will happen if there is 4%. Okay, so I have just made a note of the difference amount what you will make when you make 5%. Now let's see what will happen when you make 4%. Okay, so when you make 4%, even then the difference is 90,000. Okay, so here you will be making 15 lakh 10,000, here you will be making 16 lakh 1,000. Okay, where the difference is 90,000. Similarly, I have documented it for 3%, so I can just show it to you. So for 3% also, you can see the difference is 72,000. Okay, so for 5%, if you make consistently, you will be making 1 lakh. I am talking on a capital of 10 lakh. Okay, for 4%, 90,000, for 3%, 72,000, for 2%, 56,000, for 1%, 42,000, for 0.5%, 36,000. So whatever I told you was the best case scenario. Then this is the article from Zerodha where it clearly tells that exchange stipulate that the overnight F&O position 50% of the margin needs to compulsorily come in cash and the remaining 50% can be in terms of collateral margin. But a lot of brokers tell you that they allow you to trade using 100% margin. So in that case, either they are funding it. The problem is tomorrow if they don't fund and if they have shortage of capital, then you will be paying delayed payment charges, which will be charged at 0.05% per day. Okay, so you can read this article and understand this. Since I am a sub broker, I know how these brokers operate. Okay, in order to get quick clients, they give these kind of offers, and once they have good number of clients, they'll not do. And if you continue to use 100% of the margin, then you will be blindly paying these charges. Okay, so if you are using those brokers, then make sure you check your ledger regularly. Okay, so and now some might feel that by reutilizing these assets like liquid Bs or mutual funds, you get some extra money. But let me tell you, after taxation, after considering all the charges and everything, the money what you get will not even beat inflation. Okay, so don't tell that you will be investing in these assets and pledging it and making use of that for trading. It's not, it will not be of much beneficial. Okay, so if you have hard cash, you can use that cash to set up a FD and use FD as collateral because you'll be getting 100%. Otherwise, play in cash itself, provided you trade regularly. That's why I have decided not to use any instrument which has a haircut. Now I will be setting up FDR with the exchange. So I will be using it as FD where the return will be approximately 6%. Okay, but the haircut will be 0%. Okay, so when you have 0 as the haircut, you can use the entire capital and you can see that by the end of 1 year, okay, so I will be able to make 60% on my investment plus whatever trading profit I do. So here I have taken it as 3. So if I make it 5% per month, then I will be making approximately 18,000. Okay, so from now on, if I use anything as collateral, that is going to be FD. Okay, so think twice if you are using mutual funds or ETF as haircut. I also have some of the investments which I have made in equity, so I will be using that also as collateral. But the haircut will be very high when you have used equity as your collateral instrument. But that is okay. The return what I make in equity also will be equally good. So I have a lot of equity where I have made more than 25-30% in 1 year. Okay, so if the return is good, fine, but there is a risk component because you never know when equities are going to fall. So if you are ready to take that risk, then you can go and invest in equity and use that as collateral. Okay, so if you have hard cash, if you are planning to take anything as collateral, then I would suggest you go with either FD or do it in equity, provided you are ready to take the risk. Okay, so there is not much benefit when you are investing in equity, ETFs or mutual funds. Okay, because the return what you make in trading will be much more than that. Yes, if you are not a person who is regular into trading, then you can go for ETFs on mutual fund where the risk is lower. At the same time, whenever you find time or whenever you do trading, that will be an additional benefit on your investment. So if you are a person who can trade regularly, then there is no point in investing in ETFs and mutual funds. Okay, so this is my take. So please do your research thoroughly before taking any step. I hope you guys like the video. Thank you for watching this. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel so that you can learn more about trading and investment. Thank you for watching.